Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And towing the slab, Mackenzie Gore. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
One ball, two strikes.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Up the middle. Garcia handles, throws to first. One up, one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Luis Robert Jr.
And Boog, he brings a big bat to this lineup. He's on pace to hit more than 40 home runs this year, and that's a guy where if it's more than a couple of games without a dinger, guys are wondering what's going on. You're so used to seeing him around the bases. You put a guy like this in the middle of the lineup and just put it on autopilot. Big-time hitter, always a ton of fun to watch.
Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And first offering is fouled off. And a curve misses outside. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. That one is gone. His 11th of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Two outs. Right through there. Got it. And that'll do it. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Yuri Perez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now up for Washington, Jacob Young. To the right side, Guerrero takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Fastball for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Next offering way upstairs. 1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Nathaniel Lowe stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Contreras on to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Top of the 2nd, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Wilson Contreras. Gore back to work. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Here's O'Neal Cruz.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now one missed. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Ground ball left side, could be 2 to Young. Over to second, on the load. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Trey Turner. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Way inside. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2.
Ball.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in Washington, D.C. Here's C.J. Abrams now. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Not even close there. And a count 2-1.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. lifted in the air right center field. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up, drops into the glove, and there's one down. And now it's Luis Garcia.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Josh Bell at the plate now. Swing and a foul straight back. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball 1.
And that's way high. And the count's even at 2. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind to kick the pitch. That one inside, and the count's full.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is that. Nationals go quietly. They trail here 1-0. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. And that one is in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. First offering. Runner goes.
No,
There's the
that's a
ball.
ball.
Throw to second, and great jump. And there's a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first, and one away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Two and one.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Robert stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. And that one fouled off. In the air, right field. Garrett puts it away. Runner tagging from 3rd. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-0. Two outs. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls and a strike. There's a strike at the knees. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Nabs it, and that'll do it. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Nationals nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Stone Garrett. That one's in there. 0-1. That's inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Center field. And there's 2 down.
Third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. It looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Foul ball there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Cubs 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's to third. DeYoung. There's one.
He's out.
Adelo. It's a double play. O'Neal Cruz, the next Cub to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball 1. 1-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
So watch how you step to me, cause I've been schooled by the street. No one's testing me. I keep the peace within reach. God bless Capiche. I could probably get a breeze.
Bottom of the 4th, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jacob Young. And downstairs. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Two and 2.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting left fielder, James Wood.
Up now for Washington, James Wood. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike 1. The Nats hitless so far in the game.
One and one.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He's 0 for 1. That's outside. 1-0.
1-0.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball.
Ripped to third. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And the
One
first
ball,
offering
no
is
strike.
not close. Runner at second, 2 down. That
Two
one
balls,
not
no
close.
strike.
And now 2-0. Man at second. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Wood scores, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI with a pitch away. That's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter now, Luis Garcia. Fly to left his first time. That catches the outside corner. Strike one. Abrams at second with 2 down. Swing and a foul out of play.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
They leave one. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nats 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gore back to work. That one's upstairs, ball one.
They're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Ball two.
Inside, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
And foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, left field. Wood has a beat on it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Robert in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Outside corner, there's a strike. In the dirt, now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Crow Armstrong batting for the second time, and that's strike one. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting second baseman, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Wood tracks it down for the out. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nats 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Josh Bell. That's in there. That's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's too high. The Nationals trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at first with 1 gone, and here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Next to hit for the Nats, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. Garrett off of first with 2 away. Just missed. Here's a 1-2. And there's the ball. Missed inside with the curve.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So one left for Washington. Score holds. It's 3-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Derek Law.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. That clips the zone. 0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Oh, that hit him. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground left side. 6. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is down low.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
First and second, no outs, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ground ball could be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. On to Lowry. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Contreras now. 1 for 2. That one drifts inside. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. To the right side, Garcia. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 4-1. Bottom of the inning, here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Young, in his second season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You know, these Nationals, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Judge snags it, and there's 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Wood up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. The Nats trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that is ball one. And another ball.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. That's a little bit low.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that ends the inning. Nationals leave one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jorge Lopez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Trey Turner at the plate.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
There's a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just kept it simple, played pepper.
Luis Robert now. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn two on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. There's the strike. Robert over at first with one away. Swing and a miss as he was out front. That one way inside. Man at first, one away. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like Everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. And takes low for ball one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back into the bullpen and gone. And they add on. It's 7-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jorge Lopez won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Number 68 takes over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Man at second. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That misses. Ball 3. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So they're at the corners now. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Two on, one out. And that's in there at the knees. And now 1 and 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Stays alive. Liner snagged it first. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives. Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today, kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Next pitch way upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one to first, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That clips the corner. Just missed.
That's a good pitch
One ball,
there.
2 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Way
2 balls,
upstairs,
2 strikes.
2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Stone Garrett. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike at 95. In the dirt, now 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in Washington, D.C., and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And next for the Cubs, O'Neal Cruz. In the air, left field. Wood moving under this one. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Two down, base is empty. Here's Turner now. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So here's Robert now. And delivers outside. Turner on at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. The delivery to Robert. That one a little bit high. 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. One left for the Cubs, and they're on top, 7-1. On to the bottom of the 8th, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Perez still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and lipped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Paul DeYoung now at the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yuri Perez out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Tanner Dodson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
And the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do.
And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one ripped. He dives, but he can't make the catch. To third, in there safely.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Runners on the corners, no outs. There's a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Next pitch is outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss, and you go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Wood in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
First and third, one down. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
One ball, two strike.
And they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Out there to center. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So they're at the corners now. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Line drive. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. So the Nats leave a pair. They're down 7-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jose Alvarado.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Crow Armstrong leading things off and takes a strike. Alvarado is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. He's already homered in this game. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well. They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
The Cubbies up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to third. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Judge waits. And Judge spoils that one. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Nats 1. Last chance for the home team. Stepping in, C.J. Abrams. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to...
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope, that's high.
swing and a ball popped up. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. 0 for 3 in this one. Thielbar in his 8th season, 38 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. First pitch misses. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Curveball drops in there. Fouled off to the right. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Bell stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The Nationals with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a strike in there. Strike 2.
1-2.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.